welcome back inside the Doris W. Walter F. Johnson III Arena on the campus of West Virginia State University for yet another game in our Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout presented by Game Changer. Got a handful of games already today. Go final in the book. 4 games have been played, 4 games left to be played in our 4th and final day of the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout. Magnolia with a 20-point win over Work County got the day started. Then Tyler Consolidated followed that up with a 32-point win over Trinity Christian. Ritchie County closed off a rally from Cameron to win by 4. And then Buchanan Upshur fell short of coming back against Ripley in the most recent game. That final by 5, 43-38. Adam Rogers back here at West Virginia State University getting ready for Game 5 of the 4th and final day of our Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout, presented by Game Changer. This one features the South Charleston Black Eagles, number 6 in Class 4A in the most recent AP poll, taking on Boyd County Lions out of Kentucky. Black Eagles in their home whites, Black Eagles in their road blacks, Boyd County in their home whites. Black Eagles get things started with the basketball after winning the tip. Out on the floor for the Black Eagles, it's number 22, Malcolm Brown, number 15, Deshaun Williams, who puts up a jumper inside the keyhole there. It won't fall. Roman Kellum grabs the offensive rebound, and then he'll dish off to Elijah Martin. His jumper won't fall, or his layup won't fall either. On the other end, a deep 3 there. Jacob Spurlock dialing it up from way downtown. They'll put the Lions on top 3-0 early on in this one. Boyd County filling a spot of Washington, who was supposed to be playing against the Black Eagles today, as Elijah Martin lays it in. Black Eagles coming off of a win just 2 days ago on the road at Huntington, taking on the Highlanders, winning 61-59. We will see the Highlanders boys basketball team here later on this evening. They will do battle with Parkersburg South, and the girls teams for both of those schools will play as well this evening. Not good there. Second chance will fall that time for Elijah Martin. He's got a quick 4 points for the Black Eagles, and they'll go ahead now for the first time 4-3. A wide open lane there to the basket by Cole Hicks, and Hicks will finish there off the left side. Hicks and Spurlock with the first 5 points for the Lions. They're joined out there on the floor by Ethan Raridan, as well as Rhett Holbrook and Jackson Childers. Black Eagles on the other end, 3-pointer off the mark there for Elijah Martin. Quick pass up the floor for the Lions. Finds its way into the hands of Raridan and back out. Spurlock, another deep 3. This one too strong, off the back of the iron and into the hands of Malcolm Brown. Quickly up the floor to Martin. Martin floats it up and in from just in front of the basket. He's got all 6 of the Black Eagles points, and they take back a 1-point lead. Holbrook swings back now to the top of the key into the hands of Raridan, and then into the corner for Spurlock. He'll feed down low to Childers. Childers backing his way toward the basket, and a foul called on the floor. Elijah Martin going to get called for the wrap there. His first, team's first. This one has the potential to be a great contest this afternoon here at West Virginia State University. One of the top teams in Region 16 out of Kentucky, against one of the top teams in Class 4A in West Virginia. Nice feed there. Jackson Childers throws it down with 2 hands. Lions take back a 1-point lead, 7-6. Back in 4th action here at West Virginia State University in Game 5 of the final day of the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout. 3 minutes into this first period. Black Eagles, Zane Saunders' runner won't fall. Foul called on the rebound attempt. They're going to get Saunders for that as he was chasing down his own miss. His first, team second on the Black Eagles. That'll send it back to the Boyd County Lions, headed the other way. Rhett Holbrook to bring it up, the senior guard for the Lions. He'll hand things off to Spurlock and then hand it off to Hicks. They'll feed it back into the left corner for Spurlock, being tightly guarded by Deshad Williams. Kellum jumps in to try to double team him, and in the process leaves Jackson Childers wide open from the left wing, and he buries the triple. He's got the last 5 points for the Lions. On the other end, attacking the basket on the right side there is Malcolm Brown. He can't get the shot to fall. Quickly come the Lions the other way. Good feed inside there, finds Raritan. He is rejected out of bounds by Roman Kellum. It'll stay with the Lions on this end of the floor as they work from right to left across your screen here in the first half. Long inbound goes back to Childers. Feed back on the right side for Holbrook. It's a screen from Childers, kick over to the wing for Hicks. And Hicks will come right wing, three-pointer up, and that one's long by Raritan. Black Eagles will grab the miss. Brown pushing it up the right side of the floor. In the right corner now will swing back to Martin. Martin wanted a feed inside for Kellum, but stepping into the lane of that pass is Spurlock. Spurlock kicks over, right corner, three-pointer, up. Too much on that shot from Raritan. Shoots at about 48% from behind the arc on the season. Feed down to the block for Kellum. Kellum attacks the bucket, can't finish with the left hand, gets his own miss though, goes back up. Second chance won't go, but there's Zane Saunders to clean it up on the third try. He'll put it back in. Deficit back to 2 now for the Black Eagles. Lions lead with the basketball, 10-8. Getting all the way to the bucket there is Rhett Holbrook. He slices his way through the defense and lays it up and in off the left side of the glass. Back to a 4-point advantage for Boyd County. 12-8 with 3 minutes to go first quarter. Deshad Williams pull-up jumper, left it short. Long rebound though into the left corner for Elijah Martin. Back out to Williams. Williams will swing to Saunders, right wing. He'll drive toward the elbow. Pull-up jumper from the right side is too strong. Rebound taken underneath by Kellum for a second, and then ripped away by Holbrook for the Lions. Quickly, Boyd County attacks the other end of the floor. Pull-up jumper from inside the lane is no good from about 14 feet away there by Cole Hicks. Black Eagles waste no time getting down to the other end of the floor. Elijah Martin will lay it in from the left side. Timeout for South Charleston. They're going to talk things over after 5.5 minutes of play in this opening quarter of action. Boyd County leads by 2, 12-10. We'll step aside for a short break and be right back after this.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We say crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss. Utz.
2.5 minutes to go, opening quarter of play. Boyd County with a 2-point lead over South Charleston. Adam Rogers, our media center crew, happy to have you with us here in the fourth and final day of the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout, presented by Game Changer. Boyd County leads again by 2, 12-10. They have the basketball. Kick into the corner, Raritan three-pointer up, and left it short that time. Couldn't get the help of the glass. Brown with the rebound for the Black Eagles and pushing it. Swings over to Martin. Martin will drive down the right side, kick out to the right corner for Saunders. His three rolls around and out. Miss is gathered by the Lions, and they'll come charging the other way. Hicks feeds down to the block for Childers. Gets his back to the basket. He'll face up to the basket, and attack there. A foul called on the Black Eagles. That'll be their third team foul. And that is on Brady Kellum, his first. So that will send Childers to the free throw line. Left the first one short. Rushed that one maybe a little bit from what it looked like. Normally a very good free throw shooter on the season. Just under 84% at the charity stripe this year for the senior. Second one is in. Push the lead up to 3 now. 13-10. Black Eagles trail coming the other way. Minute 45 to go, first quarter. Kellum along the left baseline, driving his way toward the basket, backing down Childers. Hook shot won't go. Spurlock grabs the miss. Team's leading scorer at 25 points per game, drives his way into the basket from the left side. Shot goes high off the glass, can't get it to fall, but an offensive rebound tracked down by Cole Hicks, and Hicks stop and pops jumper is good. They get a 5-point lead for the Lions. Martin in the keyhole, kicks back out to the wing to Williams. Williams back to Martin, left corner, three-pointer up, and it's too long. Rebound is grabbed by Holbrook for Boyd County, and he'll bring it up now for the Lions with just over a minute to go in the first quarter. 5-point advantage for Boyd County, three-pointer up and good, making now 8 points for the Lions as Cole Hicks gets his first triple. He's at 7 points now in the quarter for Boyd County. 18-10 with 42 seconds to go in the quarter. Had been back and forth to start things, but the Lions on a 6-0 run over the last minute. That now ended as Deshaun Williams will get his first basket on the runner off the right side of the glass. Back to a 6-point deficit for the Black Eagles. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Wood County spacing out the floor, holding for the final shot here. As head coach Randy Anderson over there on the far side of the floor barks out his instructions to his team. Holbrook drives toward the basket, puts his shoulder down and tries to cut through the defense. It won't go. Rebound is gathered by Saunders. Long three from half court is no good as well. We head to the second quarter of action. Boyd County with a 6-point lead over South Charleston. Final day of the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout presented by Game Changer. We're back right after this.
Jennifer Garner, United States Senator Shelley Moore Capito, and Jim Justice. Former U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, Brad Smith, Gordon Gee, Nick Saban, Brad Paisley, Jim Tressel, and Roy Williams are among the many game changers who have lent their time and talents in support of an ambitious idea. The idea that together we can change the game on substance misuse and prevent drug use before it starts.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
Back here at the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout presented by Game Changer. Adam Rogers, our Media Center crew, happy to have you with us this afternoon. Apologies for our lack of a scorebug graphic, having some issues with that right now. Our producer-director, Dan Shreve, doing everything he can to get that back up and running for us. But at the start of the second quarter, it is Boyd County with the basketball and a 6-point lead, 18-12 over top of the South Charleston Black Eagles. Childers, three-pointer off the mark. Rebound is controlled by the Lions, though, off the right baseline. Left baseline drive there by Hicks, kicks out, makes its way over to Marcus Brumfield. His three-pointer too strong. Long rebound tracked down in the corner by Tavarish Porter, who just checks in for South Charleston to begin the second quarter. Elijah Martin jumper from about 15 feet away is up and good. He's got 10 points for the Black Eagles of their 14 in this first half so far. A great opening half for the senior Elijah Martin. Spurlock puts his nose down, kicks into the corner, and then swung out to Holbrook on the right wing. He'll swing it over and make its way into the hands for Brumfeld in the left corner. Back out to Hicks. Aggressive defense there by Porter, and he's called for a foul. A little too much contact there. His first, team's first of the second quarter. Holbrook will take the inbound into the backcourt. Now he'll cross the timeline and set things in motion for the Lions. Spurlock feeds to Childers. Childers left wide open and lays it in off the left side. He's up to 8 points in the contest now. And the lead for Boyd County is back up to 6, 20-14 with 6.5 to go in the first half. Kellum out near the three-point line will pass off to Williams. Williams will step into a three-pointer just to left the top of key, and he banks the triple home. Deshaun Williams now with 5, and the lead is down to 3 for the Lions. 20-17, Black Eagles have cut the deficit now. Holbrook nearly loses the basketball on the right side, working tightly against Deshaun Williams. Now they'll pull it all the way back out to midcourt for Cole Hicks. Hicks working against Porter, will drive down the right side of the lane, and Porter going to get called for a foul. His second personal foul of this quarter. It's also the second team foul. Going to get Porter for the hook there on the arm, so he will check out. Back in comes Malcolm Brown. Inbound into the right corner for Spurlock. Spurlock got the block, then cut off by Williams. Now will fade away on the turnaround jumper. Can't get it to fall. Rebound off the left side, and the Black Eagles will push it up now on the right side of the floor, coming the other way. Jumper from the elbow is up and good for Malcolm Brown. His first field goal of the contest. Black Eagles cut it to a 1-point lead now, 20-19. Boyd County on top. After they led by as many as 8 with about a minute to go in the first quarter, it's been cut to just a 1-point lead with 5 minutes plus to go in the second. Holbrook will drive across the paint, float one up off the glass, can't get it to fall. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Malcolm Brown. He'll dish it off to Elijah Martin. The Black Eagles with a chance to take the lead back. The first time in quite some time. Deshaun Williams attacks the basket down the right side of the lane. He'll be fouled on the way up. They're going to get Rhett Holbrook for his first personal foul. That is the first on the Lions this half. Black Eagles haven't led since it was 6-5 back with 5:47 to go in the first quarter. Williams not going to be able to give the Black Eagles the lead this trip to the free throw line as he misses the first. One more on the way for the junior guard. Second free throw from Williams is good. He can't give the Black Eagles the lead, but he can tie the game at 20 apiece now with 4:51 to go in the first half, as Isaiah Scott, sophomore, will check in for Deshaun Williams. Holbrook. Dish off for Childers. Childers tries to feed down inside, but the pass deflected and was stolen away initially by Scott, but Scott wasn't able to hang on to it, knocks it out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Lions on this end of the floor. Now Roman Kellum going to check out. And in comes Deshaun Williams. Kellum got maybe a little popped in the face there when he was coming out to guard Childers, so he's going to be seen to by the training staff. Back underway after that as Holbrook will attack the basket. High off the glass, can't get it to fall. Saunders with the rebound for the Black Eagles and will push it with numbers. Saunders is all the way to the bucket, but left the layup short. Fortunately for him, his teammates grabbed the miss, and attacking the basket there is Malcolm Brown. Makes the drive in from the right wing, gets all the way to the basket with little to no pushback at all, and lays it up and in and gives the Black Eagles their first lead since it was 6-5. Right now at 22-20, Black Eagles on top. Spurlock, baseline jumper, too much on that one, comes off the right side of the rim. Quickly come the Black Eagles the other way. Deshaun Williams step through the lane, gets the shot to go. Williams up to now 8 points in the contest, and a 30-second timeout requested by Boyd County. It is granted to them. So with this break in the action, we'll step aside for a quick break of our own. 3:41 to go. It's a 4-point lead here in the first half for the Black Eagles over the Lions. Back with more right after this.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
3:41 to go in this second quarter. The Black Eagles lead the Lions by 4. Boyd County starts this action back up with the basketball after the timeout. Three-pointer from the corner, up and good for Jacob Spurlock. His second three-pointer of the afternoon. That'll bring the Lions back within 1, but wasting no time in getting the basket there is Marcus Brown. He kicks out top of the key. Three-pointer from Deshaun Williams is no good. Rebound then tossed into the hands of Raritan. Black Eagles headed the other way. Holbrook will dish it off to Hicks. A deep three, way too strong on that. Miscollected though by Raritan. Lions being active on the offensive glass. Free throw line jumper from Childers is no good. The Lions with 4 offensive rebounds now. And an offensive foul taken there. Charge taken by the Lions. That is the 3rd team foul on the Black Eagles now, the 1st on Deshaun Williams. Roman Kellum back in the game for South Charleston here. Holbrook brings it up the right side, and a foul called away from the basket. Away from the ball, a foul called on Boyd County. That'll be their second this quarter. They're going to get that on Ethan Raritan, his first. So Black Eagles will head the other way, a chance to push the lead back up. Leading by 1, 24-23. Williams will swing it over to Saunders on the left wing. Now they go left baseline to Kellum. Kellum, pull-up jumper, too strong. Trying to track his own rebound down, can't get to it. Hicks with it for the Lions and slicing through the defense there in the middle of the floor. Can't get the runner to fall. Second chance opportunity won't go either for Raritan, but he gets another opportunity. Back out to Spurlock. Spurlock left wide open from beyond the arc and buries his third three of the half. 2 minutes to go in the first half. 2-point lead once again for Boyd County. Williams attacked the basket but couldn't finish there. Long rebound was taken by the Lions, and they go running in transition. And trying to get fancy with it, Jackson Childers with the behind-the-back pass will throw it into the Black Eagle bench. Instead of pushing the lead out, they'll give the ball over to the Black Eagles to head the other way with a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Williams kicks to Saunders. Three-pointer from the wing. Up. It's good. Black Eagles back on top by 1 as Saunders gets his first three-pointer. He's got 5.5 now. Hicks will swing to Childers. Back out to Spurlock. Spots his feet up. Three-pointer just to the right of the rim. It's gathered by the Black Eagles, and Saunders pushing it now. Goes out into the corner to Malcolm Brown. He'll drive baseline on the left side. Count the bucket and 1. Malcolm Brown will push the Black Eagles up by 3 now. Now head to the free throw line with a chance to convert on a 3-point play. As Cole Hicks thought he was going to check out. That's actually going to be Ethan Raritan going to check out. His second, team's third for the Lions. Malcolm Brown at the free throw line. Again, trying to convert the 3-point play. Free throw up and good. Brown with a great first half so far for the Black Eagles. Quick check with the officials by the scorers table. And now all of the official is going to head over to the scorer's table, and they're going to send the teams to their respective benches to talk things over here, potentially about a foul discrepancy, maybe. 1:03 to go in the first half. Now they're going to bring both head coaches over so that they can have a discussion with our officiating crew. Going to get an explanation here now from one of our officials. Gotcha. There's a player not in the book. So a technical free throw is coming here for Malcolm Brown. He hits the first free throw, one more on the way. And it'll be South Charleston basketball after this as well. Second one can't hit. So now will be South Charleston basketball. So a costly mistake there for Boyd County. Somebody not in the book there. They didn't catch it earlier. So the technical foul against the team, which makes them now, should be with 4 fouls. Yes, it is. Black Eagles lead by 5. Jumper there from Saunders on the free throw line will not fall. Boyd County comes the other direction now. 35 seconds to go in the half. Black Eagles lead by 5. Spurlock trying to create some space. He'll pull it from deep. We've already seen it once tonight. Pulls up again. Hits it from the volleyball line here at West Virginia State. Well beyond NBA range. He's got 12 points in the half, all of them from downtown. Saw him 2 years ago at George Washington High School as part of the Parmar Stores Holiday Classic there at GW. Looked great then last year as a sophomore. Three-pointer at the buzzer. Count it for Cole Hicks. Hicks hits it from the left wing. And Boyd County goes from down 5 to up 1 at the half in just a matter of moments. 1:03 to go. South Charleston was shooting a pair of free throws on a technical by Boyd County. And then the Lions are able to use 2 threes before the end of the half to take back a 1-point lead going into the locker rooms. What a great half of basketball so far between Boyd County and South Charleston. And this is a matchup that wasn't even supposed to take place today, folks. Boyd County filling in place of Washington after they were unable to make the trip down here to Institute because of the weather. So Boyd County fills in, and we've again got ourselves a great game going on in this one between Boyd County and South Charleston boys. You're seeing right now out on the floor the Huntington Highlander girls basketball team warming up. They will take on Parkersburg South in our next matchup, and then the boys will run it back again for both of those teams, and they'll be in our second to last matchup of the day before things wrap up with Polka and Philip Barber. Just over 9 minutes to go in the half. We'll step aside for a break, and then when we come back, we'll get you some first half stats between the Lions and the Black Eagles up after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We say crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz. Jennifer Garner, United States Senator Shelley Moore Capito, and Jim Justice, former U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, Brad Smith, Gordon Gee, Nick Saban, Brad Paisley, Jim Tressel, and Roy Williams are among the many game changers who have lent their time and talents in support of an ambitious idea. The idea that together we can change the game on substance misuse and prevent drug use before it starts.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, Hotsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier.
We're here to help you live well. And our new name reflects that. Well Point.
My name is Gordon Gee, and I am a game changer.
I'm Brad Smith, president of Marshall University, and I am a game changer.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We see crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz.
Taking a look at some numbers from this first half between South Charleston and Boyd County. The Black Eagles shooting 39% from the field. The Lions 37.5%. South Charleston 33% from the three-point line, just 6 attempts, made 2 of them. Wood County, though, with 16 three-pointers in that first half of play. It's good for about 44%, and not very many free throws shot in the first half, just 7 combined. The Black Eagles go 3 of 5. Boyd County is 1 of 2. A fairly unsloppy first half of play. Not a lot of shots made necessarily when you consider the teams are shooting 39 and 38% from the field, with just 5 combined turnovers in that first half of play. And a lot of points there within the paint area, 24 combined between the two teams. The Boyd County Lions, again, really using the 3-ball in this game today. Against 16 three-pointer attempts, they've made 7 of them, including 2 within the last 23 seconds. They finished the half on a 6-0 run in just 23 seconds because they hit a 3 there at the buzzer. And what's tough if you're a Black Eagle to to deal with after that first half is that with 1:03 to go, the Black Eagles had a 4-point lead, had a technical assess to Boyd County because they had a player not in the book. So then that gave Malcolm Brown a chance to shoot 2 free throws. He made one of those 2, made it a 5-point lead. And then after that, the Black Eagles got possession of the basketball, but then come up empty with it. And then that ultimately leads to Boyd County coming to the other end. Jacob Spurlock hitting a 3-pointer from about the volleyball line here at West Virginia State. And then Cole Hicks buried a 3-pointer at the buzzer. And that swung the Lions from down 5 to up 1 as we get ready to start the second half of action here at West Virginia State University. It's the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout presented by Game Changer. And a great week of basketball for you this week here at West Virginia State. Started Monday and wraps up today. We appreciate you tuning in throughout the course of this week. Been some great games here at West Virginia State University. Again, we talk about this as essentially a precursor for a lot of these teams. Gives them an opportunity to come down to Charleston and check out the sites and play on the court here at West Virginia State University, where the court is similar to the Charleston Civic Center court, where it's got the dead space behind it. So a nice opportunity for some of these teams that come here to play for a chance to get a little bit of a taste of what it will be like there at the Coliseum and Convention Center here in a few weeks. And you get this bigger court here with the college court, also get you testing your legs running up and down the floor as the season comes to a close with just a few weeks left until that the regional tournament now, as they've changed the format of that from getting rid of the sectionals to now it's a regional tournament with 2 brackets. And Kentucky obviously playing entirely different rules for them. They'll have their playoffs coming up here in just a little bit as well. One half of basketball still left to be played here at West Virginia State in this matchup between Boyd County and South Charleston. Then after this one finishes, these two teams will turn their sights to their next opponent for the Black Eagles. That comes in just 2 days, as it'll take on Cavalry Baptist at home there up at South Charleston with a 7 o'clock tip-off. And then the Lions will be back on the road taking on Greenup County next Tuesday night at 7:30. Black Eagle basketball to start the second half of play. Same starting 5 out on the floor for the Black Eagles and for the Lions. Start second half action in our Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout. And a 6-0 run to end the half for Boyd County. Finds them on top by 1 as we start quarter number 3. Black Eagles will swing it to Saunders and then over to Martin in the left corner. He'll swing back to Saunders, top of the key. He'll step into a 3-pointer. Lets it fly. Can't get it to fall. Rebound tipped, and they're going to say it was last touched by Roman Kellum. So go to the Lions, headed the other way. They will go from right to left across your screen here in the second half. Holbrook will bring it up for the Lions. Driving in down the right side, kick into the corner. Raritan 3-pointer up and good from the right corner. He's in the scoring column for the first time this evening. And that'll push the Lions lead up to 4. Brown back out to Williams. Williams pull-up jumper from the elbow. Left that one short, and it'll go out of bounds. So the Lions will come the other way. Not quite a minute into the third quarter. Lions push the lead out to 4 now, after now on a 9-0 run. And a foul going to be called there on Roman Kellum. That will be the Black Eagles' first of the quarter, the second on Kellum. Ball goes into the backcourt to Holbrook to bring it up and set things up for the Lions offense. Spurlock catches it on the right wing, puts the ball on the floor, pull-up jumper from inside the paint, too strong. Rebound is gathered by Williams. Saunders into the right corner for Brown. Brown will bring back out. Kicks back out to Williams at the top of the key. Williams going to reset the offense. Swings over to Martin on the left wing. Three-pointer up, and that one too long. Kellum with an offensive rebound. Put it up and in, and he's fouled. First foul on the Lions. They're going to get that on Jackson Childers, his first. Kellum headed to the line to shoot one on a three-point play. 2-point lead for Boyd County. Kellum with a chance to cut that in half. That's his first basket of the game, by the way. Free throw up and good. He's got three. Deficit cut to one now. 35-34. That ends a 9-0 run for the Lions over about 2.5 minutes. Went back into the first half. All the way to the basket there. Holbrook, nobody stopped him, but he airballs it, and it'll go to the Black Eagles headed the other direction. Deflection and stolen away by the Lions. Spurlock brings it up, pull-up jumper from the top of the key, buries it. His fifth three-pointer of the game. He's got 15. What a talent there out of Boyd County, Kentucky. Reverse scoop lay-in is no good there for Brown. Spurlock bringing it up again. Right wing three up, and it's good again. Jacob Spurlock, give him three more. He's got 6 triples, and he is feeling it, folks. Timeout, South Charleston with 5:27 to go in the third quarter. Boyd County's lead now up to 7. 41-34. We'll step aside for a break and be back with more right after this.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
My goodness, number 2 there in white, Jacob Spurlock, pulling up from just about everywhere on the floor for the Lions. He's got 18 points, all of them from beyond the arc. 6 of 9 from three-point range for the game, as Ethan Raridan will deflect the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Black Eagles as we get started once again. He leads all scorers in this one with 18. He also has 5 rebounds and 2 assists to go along with those 6 three-pointers. Feed into Williams at the elbow is deflected away and taken away by the Lions. Here comes Spurlock in transition again. Heat check there this time. Can't get the shot to fall off the back of the cylinder, and Kellum will grab the miss and get it off to Malcolm Brown to bring it up. Swung over to Williams. He'll step into a three-pointer. Right wing, banks it in off the glass. Second bank three for Rashad Williams. Williams now with 11 in the contest. He leads all Black Eagle scorers. Holbrook will kick to Hicks. Hicks thought about it for a second. Instead, will defer to Raridan. Three-pointer rattles around, kisses off the glass and in. Raridan with 2 three-pointers here in the quarter. Got the scoring started in the third quarter with a three-pointer from the other corner on the right side of the floor. Lead now up to 7 again. 44-37, Black Eagles trail with the basketball. Kellum again held in check that first half without a basket. 3 points here in the third quarter so far. Malcolm Brown, a deep three off the mark. Misgathered by the Lions' Spurlock. Now Holbrook will bring it up for Boyd County. Hand off to Spurlock. Deep three again. Left it short that time off the front of the rim. Brown quickly up the floor to Williams. Williams attacks the basket. Reverse lay-in won't fall, but a foul called on his way up. That will be the second personal foul on Boyd County. That is on Jacob Spurlock, his first. And that will send Deshaun Williams to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 1 for 2 in the first half. See what the junior can do this trip. Hits the first. Tavarish Porter ready to check in for Deshaun Williams should he hit this free throw. Second one up and good, so he will sub out. Porter will check in. 3 of 4 from the line this afternoon is Williams. He's now up to 13 points to lead all Black Eagle scorers. Hicks finds Raritan in the right corner, swung back out to Hicks. Hicks tried to feed Childers down along the right block, but Childers unable to gather it. Thought he was fouled or had it deflected at the very least. Black Eagles will come back the other way, trailing by 5. Brown over to Saunders left wing. He'll put the ball on the floor, picks it up now, back to Brown, left wing. Works its way over to Porter. Now to Saunders left corner. 3-pointer up. Off the mark. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Spurlock underneath. Quickly up the floor, no look pass to Childers. Childers gets to the basket and will be fouled on the way up. That is the second team foul on South Charleston this quarter. They're going to get Malcolm Brown with his first personal foul. That will send Jackson Childers to the free throw line. 84% shooter on the season. 1 of 2 this afternoon. First one up and in. One more on the way for the senior forward for the Lions. Second one up and in as well. Brown will cross midcourt. Swing over to Porter between the rings. Saunders with it left side. Feeds down toward the baseline for Kellum. Kellum trying to go to work. Will kick back out to Brown. Brown in the corner for Porter. Finds Saunders. Back out top of the key for Brown. 3-pointer up, and it's good. Malcolm Brown gets his first triple. He's got 11 points now for the Black Eagles, and they're down by 4 once more. 46-42 with 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Hicks spot up 3, too much on it. Saunders grabs the miss for the Black Eagles and will bring it up into the corner. Martin steps into a 3-pointer. A little too much on that. Rebound is gathered by Spurlock. Quickly coming in transition. Attacks Saunders, gets to the basket. Can't finish on the layup though. Martin will grab the rebound and Saunders will push up now for the Black Eagles. Saunders' pass nearly turned over, but fortunately for him, Hicks just knocks it out of bounds, and it'll stay with South Charleston. Saunders will check out. Back out will come Deshaun Williams. Smaller look for the Black Eagles now with Saunders out. Feed in goes to Elijah Martin. He clutches once, pumps it, and goes in on the glass off the left side. He's up to 12 now for South Charleston. It's back to a 2-point deficit, 46-44 with under 2 to go in the third quarter. Boyd County led by as many as 8 with about a minute to go. Nice finger roll there by Cole Hicks. After nearly losing it into the Boyd County bench, the Black Eagles saved it right back to Hicks, and then he attacked the glass and laid it in with a finger roll. Kellum kicks back out to Brown, sets his feet, 3-pointer left short. Rebound tipped around off of Porter, out of bounds. So it'll stay with the Lions. 1:20 to go, third quarter. 4-point Lions lead. Black Eagles now going to show some full court pressure here. Inbound goes to Holbrook. Now the Black Eagles will back off of it and just pick up their man-to-man in the half court. Holbrook feeds down underneath for Childers. Childers fighting away to get back to the basket and gets the hook shot to go over top of Roman Kellum. 6-point lead for the Lions now with under a minute to go. Brown gets all the way to the basket, lays it up and in as he knifes his way through the defense. He's up to 13 now. Still a 4-point Boyd County lead, 40 seconds to go. Lions going to dribble out toward half court and try to run some time off here, potentially hold for the final shot. Holbrook going to hand off to Spurlock, back out at midcourt. Spurlock, pull-up jumper from the elbow, rolls around and out. 19 seconds left in the quarter. Martin with it on the right side will swing over to Brown. Brown in between the rings, 10 seconds. Brown with 2 seconds left. Attacks. Shot won't fall. Rattles around and out. At the end of 3, the Lions have had their lead cut to just 4. 50-46. We'll step aside and come back for the fourth quarter right after this on High School Game Day.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information. The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
Back here at West Virginia State University, taking a look at some of the stats from the first 3 quarters of play. Fairly even shooting numbers for both of these sides. Same amount of makes, 2 more shot attempts for the Black Eagles through the first 3 quarters. Boyd County's 3-point shooting is what keeps them ahead in this one. 11 out of their 18 made shots in the contest have come from beyond the arc. Some of the Lions love to do is pull it from deep, and we've seen it 23 times through 3 quarters. Lions start with the basketball and a 4-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Holbrook going to drive toward the basket down the right side of the lane. Can't finish on the layup. Rebound tipped and knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Holbrook, so it'll go to the Black Eagles. Elijah Martin comes up a little hobbling after that play down low. Make his way to the other end of the floor, though. The Black Eagles will bring up the basketball across the midcourt line and set the offense in motion. Williams swings to Saunders on the right side. Over to Martin, 3-pointer from the left corner, no good. Misgathered by Raridan. Lions quickly push. Spurlock feeds down low to Childers on the right block. Childers tried to flip it out, stolen away by Martin. Quick hands there by the Black Eagles. Saunders kicks Brown, 3-pointer in the right corner, up, it's good! Malcolm Brown with his second 3. He's got 16 points now for the Black Eagles, as he'll take the team lead in scoring. Holbrook driving toward the basket, can't finish there on the layup off the right side. Kellum will grab the miss for the Black Eagles. That's his 6th rebound of the day. Saunders back out to Brown, swung over to Williams, left wing 3-pointer, dialing it up. Left it short initially, off the left side of the glass, off the backboard and out of bounds. It'll be last touched by the Lions. Brown kicks back out near midcourt to Elijah Martin, able to control it from being deflected away. Back in the left corner, Brown 3-pointer, too strong. Rebound tip and controlled by Rhett Holbrook. Holbrook will push things up now for the Lions. Finds Raridan in the right wing. Raridan will center back up to Spurlock. Spurlock puts the ball on the floor, gets to the basket. Foul called on the floor against the Black Eagles. That'll be the first on South Charleston here in the fourth quarter. And that will go against Deshaun Williams, his second. .6:07 to go. 1 point lead for the Lions as they get ready to inbound to Childers. He gets it underneath the basket on the left side. Fadeaway jumper is good. Jackson Childers now with 14 points for the Lions as they'll push the lead back up to 3, 52-49. Saunders on the other end, three-pointer too much on it. Malcolm Brown grabbed the rebound for a second, had it deflected out of bounds off of his hands by Jacob Spurlock. Stay with the Black Eagles on this end of the floor. A chance to tie the game with a three-pointer here. Long inbounds goes back to Kellum. Kellum kicks to Saunders. In the corner now for Brown. Brown will dribble back out toward the lane. Jumper is off the back of the rim, and Holbrook will bring it up for Boyd County. Spurlock, another deep three. Too strong on that one, and Brown will control for South Charleston. Nobody going to stop him as he gets all the way to the basket, high off the glass and in, and the Black Eagles cut the lead for Boyd County down to 1, 52-51. The timeout taken. We'll step aside for this break ourselves. Back with more right after this.
We're here to help you live well, and our new name reflects that. WellPoint.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
Back here at West Virginia State University, the Black Eagles and the Lions playing in a one-point contest right now. Boyd County leads 52-51. Let's take a look at some of the numbers in this one so far still. Again, shooting percentage is about even, just about a 1% difference between the two. It's the three-point shooting for Boyd County that's kept them ahead most of this game. Childers gets all the way to the basket. Wasn't sure whether he was going to dunk it or lay it up, and on the in-between got caught there against the glass and the rim. And on the other end, Malcolm Brown finds an Elijah Martin cutting to the basket, and he lays it up. And that will put South Charleston back up by 1, 53-52. And a foul called out around the three-point line on Deshaun Williams, his third, team's second this quarter.
His third, team second, possession, Lions.
First lead for South Charleston since all the way back in the first quarter. Can they maintain this advantage and push it out? Come away with the victory here this afternoon at West Virginia State. Still 4 minutes plus to find out. Hicks kicks into the corner. Raridan back to Hicks. Hicks going to drive down the lane. Kick back out in the corner for Raridan. Three-pointer up, and it's good. Ethan Raridan with his third three-pointer. And a 30-second timeout for Boyd County as they take back the lead 55-53. 4.5 minutes to go. We'll step aside for a break and be right back with more right after this.
This HDMedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
Back here at West Virginia State University, Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout presented by Game Changer. Nearly halfway through this fourth and final quarter. Black Eagles trail the Lions by 2, 55-53. Elijah Martin, three-pointer, puts them back on top by 1. He buries it from the left corner. Black Eagles take back the lead, 56-55. It's been back and forth most of the day here at West Virginia State in this one between South Charleston and Boyd County. In a Bluegrass Mountain State matchup. Spurlock from deep three. Too strong. Long rebound, though, controlled by the Lions. Hicks, three-pointer, buries it just to the left, the top of the key. Lions back out by 2. 58-56. Black Eagles have made their last 3 field goals, make it 4 straight as Martin hits his second triple in a row. Martin up to 20 points in the contest now for South Charleston. That's a 1-point Black Eagle lead again. Spurlock gets to the bucket through the contact. Count it. Foul will not be called there, so Boyd County takes a 1-point lead. That's the first non-three-pointer for Jacob Spurlock this afternoon, and a foul called on Spurlock now as he got a little too close in there on the closeout. His second personal foul, team's first of the fourth. And Spurlock, 7 of 20 from the field, 6 of 13 from 3. That means he's just 1 of 7 from inside the three-point line. Williams dials up a three-pointer and knocks it down. These two teams trading triples this afternoon. Boyd County has 5 more made threes than the Black Eagles do, but the Black Eagles three-pointers as of late are keeping them in this game. Childers adjusts himself and lays it up and in. Tie game again at 62 all. Black Eagles working around the outside. Williams will drive down the left side of the lane, get to the baskets, cut off, and is rejected out of bounds by Jackson Childers. Of the 103 shots today, 49 of them have been from beyond the arc between these two teams. Make it 50 as he'll let it fly again, and Malcolm Brown drops it in. His third three-pointer of the afternoon. Black Eagles back on top by 3, 65-62 with under 2 to go. It's been back and forth all day. Jumper from the block is good for Jackson Childers. Childers has got 18 points. A bunch of players in double figures scoring this afternoon. Saunders on the left wing. Going to drive toward the baseline. Cut off at the basket. And a traveling violation called on Saunders. Josh Daniels looking for a call from the officials. They head the other way. Black Eagles lead by 1. Boyd County with the basketball. 1:20 to go. Hicks with the ball in his hands right now for the Lions. Kicks into the corner to Holbrook. Holbrook will come back out and center things up. Pull it back out near midcourt. Spurlock will get the handoff now. 1 minute to go in the contest. Spurlock drives to the bucket, loses it, and an offensive foul called. A charge taken there by the senior Elijah Martin. Plants his feet, takes the charge, and sends the basketball the other way. Second team foul on Boyd County and a timeout for the Lions with 58 seconds to go. South Charleston leads by 1 and will have the ball when we come back. We'll bring you the final 58 seconds right after this on High School Game Day.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, Totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
.58 seconds left on the clock. 65 for the Black Eagles, 64 for the Lions. South Charleston basketball out of the timeout from Boyd County. Adam Rogers, our media center crew, happy to have you with us here for our Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout presented by Game Changer on High School Game Day. Williams, dish off to Brown. Brown cuts back in the middle of the floor, and he is going to be fouled by Cole Hicks. That will be the first on Hicks, third on the team. Still 2 more fouls before the Black Eagles will be shooting. Inbound goes into the backcourt to Williams. He's trying to run some timeout while also holding on to the ball, and a timeout granted to South Charleston with 43.3 seconds to go. Head coach for the Black Eagles, Josh Daniels, might be lucky he got that timeout in just before a jump ball was called. They're going to take a full timeout, so we'll step aside for this break with them. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day.
This is how you craft, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We say crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz. There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
Back here at West Virginia State University, foul called on the Lions. That will be against Ethan Raridan, his third, team's fourth. So next foul puts the Black Eagles in the bonus, and they'll shoot 2. 35 seconds to go. Black Eagles trying to play keep away from the Lions. 26 seconds now. And a foul called on Jacob Spurlock. That is his third, team's fifth, so that will send Deshaun Williams to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Can help the Black Eagles separate themselves a little bit further here from the Lions. But with as deadly of a three-point shooting team as Boyd County is, can't count them out just yet. Free throw good for Williams. Missed his first one at the line this evening on a three-point play opportunity, and then has made his next 4 since then. One more this trip here. Second one good as well. Williams now with 18 points in the contest. 20 seconds to go. Hicks on the right wing, three-pointer up, off the mark. Kellum with the rebound, and Kellum fouled there. He will head to the other end to shoot a pair as Holbrook is called for his second personal foul. 15.2 seconds left to go. And the Black Eagles going to send Roman Kellum to the line to shoot a pair. Meanwhile, South Charleston head coach Josh Daniel going to bring the other 4 players over to the sideline real quick just to have a quick chat with them. Make sure they understand the circumstances here, the situation at hand. As Kellum left the first one well short off the front of the rim. Second free throw is up and good. Kellum now with 4 points. Spurlock going to bring it up, and he is fouled right by the Lions bench. And they foul him before he even gets a shot attempt off. Smart call there by the Black Eagles. And that's exactly what Josh Daniels was telling his team there. A timeout for Boyd County. They're going to talk things over with 11.2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. We'll keep you right here as we have, again, just 11 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Randy Anderson trying to draw something up there in that Boyd County huddle. Well, the inbounds coming into the right of their own bench. Taking a look at some of the numbers there again. The Black Eagles and the Lions shooting at about 42%. And the Lions shooting 7% better from beyond the three-point line than the Black Eagles are, and about even at the free throw line, or they are even in terms of percentages at the free throw line, but the Black Eagles have been there three times as many as the Lions have, and have made 3 times as many free throws as the Lions have as well. Second chance points, probably the biggest difference in this one. It has South Charleston on top by 4. They lead that battle by 4, 12-8. There's a foul call before the inbounds comes. As the 4th on the Black Eagles. 3-pointer from the corner is no good, and a foul on the rebound will stop the clock with 7 seconds left. Spurlock couldn't hit that 3-pointer from the corner. And now Malcolm Brown will head to the other end to shoot 2 free throws. Brown getting ready to shoot the pair here. First one up and good. Malcolm Brown having a great game this afternoon. About 2 times his scoring average on the season in today's game. Averages about 10, 11 points per contest. Now with 23 points in the game. Steal by Kellum, and the flush with 2 hands. Kellum off the steal, throws it down with 2 hands, and a thunderous dunk. And that one ends this contest with the Black Eagles winning 72-64. South Charleston comes back from being down as many as 8 points with about a minute to go in the first quarter, rallies for what ends up being an 8-point win. So it's a 16-point swing for the Black Eagles over the final 3 quarters and 1 minute of today's game as they come away with the 72-64 victory. As we take a look at some numbers there from this one. The rebounding margin, big difference in this one as well. +9 on the glass for the Black Eagles in this one today as they, once again, your final score win 72-64 over Boyd County in a game that was back and forth all day long after that 8-point lead was built up by Boyd County. The Black Eagles fought back and clawed their way to an 8-point victory over BC. So with that game in the books, just 3 more games left for you on the docket today here in the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout, presented by Game Changer. Just had that BC Lions, South Charleston Black Eagles game finish up. So coming up here in about 45 minutes or so, we'll have Parkersburg South take on Huntington in the girls' side, and then we'll have their boys' teams match up at 6:30. And then rounding out today's action and this week's action here at the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout, we'll have the Polka Dots and the Philip Barber Colts boys game at 8 o'clock. So again, about 45 minutes or so until this next contest starts between Parkersburg South and Huntington High girls. So we'll step aside for a little bit, and then we'll come back and get you ready for that matchup between the Highlanders and the Patriots on the girls' side of things. That'll be when we come back after this in a bit on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HDMedia.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there is a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We say crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz. Jennifer Garner, United States Senators Shelley Moore Capito and Jim Justice, former U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, Brad Smith, Gordon Gee, Nick Saban, Brad Paisley, Jim Tressel, and Roy Williams are among the many game changers who have lent their time and talents in support of an ambitious idea. The idea that together we can change the game on substance misuse and prevent drug use before it starts.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, Totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
Back here for another game in our Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout, presented by Game Changer on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HDmedia. Adam Rogers, our Media Center crew. Happy to have you with us for yet another edition of high school basketball here at West Virginia State University. We've got 3 more games left in our day today, and the 4th and final day of the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout, presented by Game Changer. Parkersburg South and Huntington girls getting ready to duke it out in this one, and then their boys' sides will match up in our second to last game of the day, and then Polka and Philip Barber boys round out our action this evening here at West Virginia State University. Highlanders will win the tip, and we're underway in this one between Parkersburg South and Huntington. Highlanders in the road green and yellow uniforms today. Park South in the home white. Nearly a turnover in the corner, but Highlanders are able to control it. Out on the floor for Huntington to start the game, May Harris, Alyssa Smith, Samaya Cunningham, Liz Boren, and Lala Sloan. Another opportunity there underneath. Shot won't fall. So the Patriots come the other way. 3-pointer from the right corner, up and good. Emily Owens wastes no time getting South in the scoring column. She'll be joined out there on the floor by Farrah Yost, Macy Singer, Taylin Richards, and Regan Shockey. Lay-in is good there for Sloan. That'll tie things up, bring Highlanders within 1, 3-2. Ball loose out on the floor, taken away by the Highlanders. A 2-on-1 fast break. Dish down underneath, deflected away and out of bounds. They'll stay with the Highlanders. Inbound comes into the middle of the lane. Shot by Bourne won't fall. Second chance opportunity won't go there either for Sloan. Patriots come the other direction in their home whites. Dish off for Owens, kicking for the wing to Singer. She'll dish off for Richards on the right wing. Drive down the lane there by Owens. Ball deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Highlanders. So the Patriots will inbound from the left side of the baseline. Owens, the trigger man, fires it into Yost. Swung over to Shockey. Jumper is good from three-point land. 2 threes to start the game for the Patriots. Ball deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Richards, so it'll stay with Huntington, inbounding there on the far sideline. It'll be Cunningham to set the offense up for the Highlanders. She'll swing to Sloan, top of the key. Three-point jumper well off the mark there for May Richards. It'll go out of bounds, and the Patriots will come the other direction. Owens with it on the left side, feeds to a cutting Yost, and she loses it into the hands of the Highlanders' Alyssa Smith. Smith swings, trying to find Sloan, and throws it into the backcourt, and it'll be a turnover on the Highlanders. So the Patriots will come the other direction, up by 4. Adam Rogers, joined by Taylor Kennedy, got here just in time for the rest of this one. Knew he wouldn't miss it.
I try. Let's just say
back from Buffalo already.
Yeah, we can. That's probably the best way of saying that. I don't want to incriminate myself in any means, but okay.
Got some things in the works coming up later this weekend, maybe next week, for the print editions of the Herald Dispatch and Gazette Mail. Shot no good there for the Patriots. Loose ball there is then turned over as both Shockey and Cunningham were fighting for it. It'll be off of the Patriots, and the Highlanders will come the other way with it, or at least try to. Ball deflected out of bounds off of Shockey.
I actually had Parkersburg South last year. If you recall, they played who'd they play? I can't remember. I'm drawing an old man moment there, but yeah, Reagan Shockey actually hit the game-winning bucket in the game that I had. I think they actually might have played Huntington.
Yeah, I think Huntington and Parkersburg South play each other in this one almost annually. Turnover by the Highlanders, but it goes into the backcourt, and having a hard time getting it across are the Patriots. Macy Singer was with it. They have to call a timeout so they can avoid a 10-second backcourt call. Step aside for a break with this stoppage in play. 4:54 to go in the first quarter. Parkersburg South leads by 4. We're back right after this.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
Less than 5 minutes to go, opening quarter. Parkersburg South leads Huntington by 4. 6-2 our score between Parkersburg South and Huntington girls basketball. Owens on the right wing, works her way back to the middle and will feed the high post there. Richards gets to the basket, kicks out to Shockey, and a foul called. We're going to get the Highlanders on a reach-in. There first. They call that in the act of shooting.
One thing that's always apparent whenever you watch a Parkersburg South team is they love to pass the basketball. I mean, you've already seen in the last couple of possessions that multiple players are touching the basketball. Everybody's trying to get involved, trying to get the open shot. That's what you want to see, especially whenever you have a team as close as what we have here with Huntington and Parkersburg South.
Shockey's second free throw won't fall after hitting the first. Offensive rebound, though, fought for underneath by the Patriots. Singer will dish off for Yost. Yost will now put it on the floor and drive down the right side of the lane. Shot is up and good. Yost in the scoring column for the first time this afternoon. It's a 9-2 advantage for the Patriots, and they force another turnover. Pass up the floor to Yost. Yost stops there along the baseline and gets the layup to go. Her second bucket in a row. 6-0 run for the Patriots in the last minute 50 plus. Another turnover there by the Highlanders. Yost stops at the free throw line. Jumper off the back of the rim. No good. Offensive rebound, though, by Macy Singer. And she is fouled on the floor. That will be on May Harris, her first, second on the Highlanders this quarter. So Owens will inbound from the left side of the baseline. Comes into the corner, and pass unable to be gathered there by Singer. So it'll be Highlander basketball.
That's such a difficult pass to make, going from the opposite side of the basket, clear across the baseline into the corner. That's such a difficult pass to make. You either need to get the ball to the elbow area of the free throw line, or you need to get it back out to the three-point line and then swing it over that way. You just can't make that pass.
Patriots forced a turnover, and then both shot opportunities after that have been unsuccessful, but they get a third chance here. Richards, floater from the free throw line is up and good. Make it a 9-point advantage now for the Patriots, trying to force that turnover once again. Highlanders able to break the press all the way to the bucket and easily lay in there for Lala Sloan. She's got all 4 of the Highlanders' points in this opening frame of action. Quick baseball pass down the court. Three-pointer left short there from Yost. Long rebound comes down to the baseline, and it's controlled by Singer. And out of bounds there along the baseline is Sloan. And she touched it, so it'll stay with the Patriots. Just under 3 minutes to go, first quarter.
Adam, it always seems like you hear Parkersburg South, especially in the national news as of late. The reason why I'm saying that is because of Kim Stevens. If you recall, Kim Stevens, now the head women's basketball coach at Tennessee, played at Parkersburg South for her dad. And obviously everybody knows the story behind her. She did that, coached alongside him for a couple of years, got the head coaching job at Glenville State, won a natty, as some would say, won a natty. And then obviously went to –
almost won another one.
I know, almost won another. That's the crazier thing that people aren't talking enough about. She won one, but could have won another one. And then she goes to Marshall and just has a fantastic one season.
Sun Belt championship there, regular and tournament championship there.
Got him to the NCAA tournament
for the first time in about 30 years, if not longer than that.
And then now has Tennessee absolutely rolling. Beat number 5 or top 5 UConn, which was her first top 5 victory against an AP top 5 team.
And she's had her first child.
You can't ask for a better start. I mean, that's one of the all-time stories, isn't it? A West Virginia native from Parkersburg, went to national championship at Glenville State, then goes to Marshall, does what she does there, and then now you're coaching at arguably 1A or 1B, determining who you talk to, of one of the all-time premier women's college basketball programs in the country. I mean, people would argue it's Connecticut or Tennessee. South Carolina lately has been emerging in that realm, but regardless, people when talking about premier women's college basketball, it's either Connecticut or it's Tennessee, and Kim Stevens is a part of one of those teams.
Turnover there on the Highlanders. Her former team, the Parkersburg South Patriots, will come the other way with it now. Leading by 9, 13-4. Singer long on the 3. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Highlanders. Hunter Joyce checked in at the stoppage and play for the Patriots. Owens, long inbound, comes out to the top of the key to Yost. Patriots just one of their last 7 from the field, but because of their stifling defense, still hold on to this 9-point lead. Now make it one of their last 8 as a three-pointer from Singer, long again. Islanders will get the rebound, though, and come the other direction. Turn it over 7 times in the last 5 minutes plus. Jumper left short there by Cunningham, but she'll track down her own offensive rebound. Loses it off of her foot, and then Owens will bring it up now for the Patriots on the near side. Long pass across the court is deflected and stolen away by Harris. Highlanders push up the court to Cunningham. Cunningham, layup is good off the right side. Her first basket ends a lengthy scoring drought for the Highlanders that came 2 minutes ago. The other end, three-pointer up, a little too strong. Rebound gathered, though, by Yost. She'll kick out to Owens. Her three-pointer way short. Misses, tipped, and then controlled by the Highlanders. Liz Boren. 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Cunningham tries to float one up through the lane. Can't get it to fall. Not enough contact for a foul to be called there by the officials. Now the Patriots quickly attacking. Yost gets to the basket, can't get the scoop land to fall, gets her own miss. Dishes out to Owens. Owens tacked there in the middle of the paint. She'll be fouled on the way up, and a third team foul against the Highlanders in this quarter.
We talk so often, Adam, about legendary coaches, especially in this state. I mean, just in this tournament alone, I mean, we'll see Mike Fallon and his Parkersburg South team on the boys' side play up next. You've had Mark Hatcher in this. You've had a Mick Price as well. So there's been a lot of good, great coaches in this. And Lonnie Lucas arguably is one of the best girls basketball coaches, not only currently, but also all time. I mean, just looking at his resume, multiple state tournament appearances, multiple state championships. He's had a number of players go on to play at the collegiate level, especially at the Division I level. I mean, you got to tip the cap to what Coach Lucas has done in Huntington.
Won 2 of the 4 already Class 4A state titles that there have been. 2021 and 2022. Turnover by the Patriots, and it will go back to the Highlanders the other way.
Those are some fun Huntington teams to watch.
Yes, they were. Them and Parkersburg had some epic battles in the MSAC Night of Champions games at South Charleston Community Center. Jumper at the buzzer is no good. After 1, the Highlanders have cut the deficit down to just 5. 13-8 our score after the end of 1. We'll step aside for a break and be back with second quarter action right after this on High School Game Day.
We're here to help you live well, and our new name reflects that. WellPoint.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
My name is Gordon Gee, and I am a game changer.
I'm Brad Smith, president of Marshall University, and I am a game changer.
Getting ready for quarter number 2 of this matchup between Parkersburg South and Huntington High. In girls basketball action, their boys teams will match up in the second to last game of our final day here at the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout, presented by Game Changer. Adam Rogers, Taylor Kennedy, happy to have you along with us and our Media Center crew today.
I'm happy to be here.
We're happy that you're here too, Taylor. You don't really have much of a choice in this all week, as you've been covering various games throughout the week here at WVSU.
I got this game and I got the next game too for the newspaper.
Steal there by the Highlanders. Feed up the floor goes to Jada Garrett. Garrett gets the running lay-in to go. That'll cut the deficit down to just 3 now for the Highlanders. 13-10. Patriots on top. On the other end, three-pointer too long, but an offensive rebound there by Reagan Shockey, and she will head to the free throw line, and she is fouled on the way up.
Yeah, this Parkersburg South team, this is imperative that you get these these points. I mean, just looking at their last field. I mean, they haven't gotten a field goal since the 3:28 mark in the first quarter. So you got to get some rhythm. You were up large to start. Now Huntington's gotten back into the game just by being physical and running and gunning and really doing a better job, I think, compared to the first quarter of handling this Parkersburg South pressure, which has led to multiple transition points and running layups as well, as you've said.
Shockey 1 of 2 at the line, a 4-point lead for the Patriots now as the Highlanders come the other way, down 14-10. Garrett loses it out of bounds, and the Patriots will come back the other way, inbounding from the sideline. Huntington going to try to show some full court pressure here. Owens kicks back across the court to Singer, and they're able to break that pressure. Shockey at the free throw line. Kicks to the corner. Three-pointer left short by Yost, but Owens is there for an offensive rebound. Shot won't fall. Officials say she was cleanly blocked on that shot attempt. And it goes out of bounds. It's last touched by the Highlanders, so it'll stay with the Patriots, inbounding from the left of their basket. Owens, the trigger person, fires it into Yost. Swung into the corner for Richards. Then fed to the high post for Shockey. She's cut off as she drive down. Swung back out and over to Owens. Three-pointer is up and good from the left wing. Emily Owens with her second triple. She's got 6 in the first half so far. Pushes the lead out to 7 once again for Parkersburg South, up 17-10.
Again, it goes back to what I said in that first quarter. I mean, Parkersburg South's doing a really good job of moving the basketball and moving without the basketball as well. That was just a wide open look there for Owens.
Garrett makes her way toward the free throw line, drives across the paint, flip shot won't go up, and a jump ball called on the rebound. It'll stay on this end of the floor with the Highlanders. As May Harris got tangled up in there on the rebound. She will inbound for the Highlanders here from the right of the basket. Comes into the right corner, three-pointer up, off the mark. Long rebound tracked down in the left corner there by Naomi Coates. Getting to the basket and unable to finish there is May Harris. Rebound grabbed underneath by Richards for Parkersburg South. And now Yost will push it up the floor to Shockey. Swung over to Singer. Singer wanted to feed down underneath for Owens. Ball deflected, but Owens comes back to it anyway. 2+ minutes gone by here in quarter number 2 to 7-point Parkersburg South lead. Rebound taken by the Patriots. Richards dish over to Owens. Right wing 3, left it too strong. Long rebound collected by the Highlanders. Smith pushing it up, will dish off for Sloan. Sloan puts the ball on the floor, slices through the defense. Shot hangs on the back of the rim a couple of times and then falls to Sloan off the left side. Her second attack back through, high off the glass, won't fall. Rebound tipped, and last touch by May Harris out of bounds. So we'll go back to the Patriots coming the other way. 5:20 to go in this first half. Highlanders trying to trap just across half court. A jump ball is called. It'll stay with the Patriots now. They will inbound just to the right of our broadcast location here at midcourt.
Yeah, that's one thing. If you're a ball handler and you see this pressure, you always have to anticipate a weak side defender to come over. And Shockey literally just welcomed both defenders to come over to the high side, like you mentioned, right in front of our broadcast booth, which is up near the top of the corner of the half-court set. You can't do that. If you're trying to break a pressure, you can't keep it to the side. You got to keep it in the middle and try and execute by going downhill.
Pass deflected, and as the Highlanders thought they had a fast break opportunity, head coach Lonnie Lucas visibly upset over there because they call a foul against his Highlanders. That is the second team foul this quarter, and the second on May Harris. Patriots get it in and swung over to the left side. Emily Owens will dribble back out, find Yost. Yost feeds into the corner for Singer. She'll dish to the high post for Shockey. Swung back over to Owens. Owens loses it. It's taken away by Alyssa Smith. Smith feeds for Sloan. Sloan gets to the basket through the contact and finishes off the right side. Sloan has 6 of the 12 points for the Highlanders. Singer, pull-up jumper at the free throw line, off the glass, no good, but an offensive rebound there again for Shockey. She can't get it to fall either, and then a jump ball called underneath. It'll go back to the Highlanders, headed the other way. Cunningham will check in. She'll replace Alyssa Smith.
Shockey's been really active on the offensive glass. As a team, Parkersburg South has 12 offensive rebounds, 4 of which have come from Reagan Shockey.
And she's only got 5 rebounds total in the game, so 4 of them coming on the offensive glass. Shows she's being active off of those missed shots for the Patriots. In the stat column, might want to call that an assist for Jada Garrett as she misses the shot, but then Cunningham gets the offensive rebound and puts it back up and in. Another turnover by the Patriots. Sloan gets to the basket, count the bucket and the foul. Sloan with her 4th field goal here in this first half. She heads to the stripe to try and convert on a 3-point play.
She's just playing with a little bit more energy this quarter compared to what we saw in the first. I mean, obviously she's got 8 points to this point, but she's doing a much better job of attacking the rim, getting downhill, and really establishing herself down low as a threat, especially whenever she puts her head down while she still has her dribble. That's really good to see, especially from somebody like that that's trying to get her team back into the game. And she's been really active on defense as we're seeing right now.
Yeah, she almost forces a turnover. She's going to get called for a foul, though, with a shove in the back. That'll be the 3rd team foul on the Highlanders. That is Sloan's first personal foul. She did convert the 3-point play, make it a 17-all game. 3:39 to go in the first half. Highlander defense has been a lot more active since switching into that full court pressure. Nearly another turnover there by the Patriots, but Owens is able to regather it. Feed down into the paint for Shockey. She'll kick back out to Owens. A head fake, drive inside, dish off for Shockey. Shockey back out for Singer. 3-pointer up. It's too strong. Shockey with yet another offensive rebound for the Patriots. 3-pointer up and good for Emily Owens. She's got 3 triples in this first half for all 9 of her points, and a 30-second timeout called by Parkersburg South with 3:07 to go in the first half. They take a 3-point advantage after Huntington tied it up for the first time since it was scoreless to begin this game. We'll step aside for a break and be right back with right after this.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
3:07 to go in the first half. Patriots lead by 3 after the triple by Emily Owens, her 3rd of this opening half of play. Now a near turnover by the Highlanders. Sloan with a great job to track that ball down. Now she gets to the basket and is fouled on the way up. Lala Sloan certainly the player of the half for the Highlanders in this one. Her 9 points helping keep Huntington in this game so far. She has a chance to cut the deficit to just 1 point if she can knock down both of these free throws.
I mean, she has 4 points this quarter, but it's the way that she's attacking and the way that she's getting those 4 points now that she has 5. Parkersburg South right now just does not have an answer for what Lala Sloan is doing on the offensive end of the floor, which is concerning if you're a coach because you want to see your team be really good against the other teams, against the team's best player or one of the best players on the other team. So you got to see more effort defensively, but Sloan is taking advantage of that so far.
She hits both free throws, makes it a 1-point game, 20-19. South able to break the full court press from the Highlanders, but a foul going to be called at the top of the key. Jada Garrett overplaying that closeout there, and she'll be called for her first personal foul, team's 4th. So next foul on the Highlanders, and Parkersburg South will be shooting a pair of free throws for the rest of the quarter. Lob down in for Shockey. Ball deflected and taken away by the Highlanders after a second deflection. Cunningham controlling it for Huntington. And she's going to be called for a walk. Wasn't sure what she wanted to do with the basketball there. She thought about passing it, I think, initially, and then she saw she had the space to try to bank it off the glass, and she gets called for the traveling violation. So that'll send things the other way.
Yeah, Parkersburg South has 5 turnovers in this quarter alone. And in large part, Adam, it's because they've just been really sloppy with the basketball in regards to these passes. They've just been throwing airborne passes and not really thinking where the ball is going to go as long as somebody gets it and goes. But you got to be more crisp with your passes. I mean, you just can't just lob it in there and whatnot. As Sloan just banks in a three. I didn't know the bank was this open
Bank's
this late.
Still open, and that bank shot there from downtown actually gives the Highlanders their first lead of the game, 22-20. They trailed by as many as 11 points about halfway through the first quarter and have come storming back ever since, now up by 2. Another miss there from downtown from Emily Owens, and the Highlanders come the other way, trying to push their lead for the first time this afternoon. May Harris's shot won't fall, and a foul on the rebound there. That is the 5th on the Highlanders, so we head to the other direction to shoot a pair. They're going to say that getting fouled there was Joyce, so she will head to the stripe to shoot a pair. A couple of subs, one from each side, set to check in after this first free throw.
Yeah, Huntington's offense before that last miss there by Harris, they were 3 for their last 3 field goal attempts. So that's positive if you're a Huntington fan. Because on the flip side, if you're a Parkersburg South fan, you're still trying to find some mojo and trying to find some rhythm this quarter. I mean, you're shooting 1 of 8 for your last 8 field goals, and then if you look at what you're shooting for this quarter, you're 2 of 11 from the floor. So you're shooting 18% and then 29% from 3. That's just not going to cut it against a team like Huntington that can be really good really quick.
Joyce can't hit either free throw, so it's still a 2-point advantage for the Highlanders with just over a minute to go in this first half. Garrett, three-pointer from the right corner, a little too strong. Long rebound controlled back out near the three-point line by Owens. Owens brings it up the floor, trapped by the Highlanders defense. Nearly turned it over, but there's Shockey with it. She'll dish off to Singer. Her jumper's too long, but Shockey grabs another offensive rebound, and she'll head back to the stripe to try to shoot 2 more free throws and knock them down. She has yet to make both free throws in either of her trips so far in this first half. Made the first, missed the second her first time there. Missed the first, made the second. Her second trip.
She's got 6 offensive rebounds now.
7 total for the game. She hits the first there. Again, looking for her first perfect trip to the stripe in this first half. If she can, she'll tie the game back up at 22. Couple of bounces, free throw up and good, and we've got ourselves another tie ball game. For the second time tonight, we are tied, this time at 22. Again, Park South led by as many as 11 in the first quarter, about halfway through it. And the Highlanders have rallied back to tie things now at 22 after those 2 made free throws by Reagan Shockey. Ball deflected out of bounds, last touched by the Patriots. So it'll stay with the Highlanders. Adam Rogers, Taylor Kennedy, happy to have you along with us in our Media Center crew. Inbound comes to Cunningham, top of the key. She'll work her way down on the right side, kick into the right corner. Three-pointer up and good for Alyssa Smith. She's in the scoring column for the first time this evening. And it's a 3-point lead for the Highlanders now. Ball deflected, and it'll be out of bounds. Last touched by Huntington. Smart job there by Joyce to just let it go out. Not attempt to handle it and potentially mishandle it out of bounds, so at least give your team the inbounds. Owens will throw it in, but it's stolen away by the Highlanders. Cunningham with the steal, trying to go coast to coast. Can't get the shot to fall, but she heads to the line to shoot a pair after the foul is called on Taylon Richards. Her first and the team's third this quarter.
The dribble penetration by Huntington has been a lot better this quarter they're starting to get more downhill. They're starting to get deeper and deeper into the painted area and then dishing out. That's what allowed for that wide open Smith 3 in that far right corner. So Huntington's doing a lot better job of being sure to keep their head up when dribbling, just attacking those gaps and then dishing out. Good job.
Cunningham misses the first, a little too strong, hard off the backboard. One more on the way for Smaya Cunningham. Second one too strong as well. Rebound tipped around, and it is finally controlled by Owens for the Patriots. Pass up the floor to Shockey. She nearly lost, able to regather it. Feeds down to Joyce. Joyce dishes off for Richards, and then back out and stolen away by the Highlanders. Sloan tried to do it all by herself, had a player in front of her in Smith, and then in the end is going to be unable to get a shot off before the end of the half. Again, the Patriots led this one 13-2 with 3:28 to go in the first quarter. Then after that, the Highlanders go on a big run to close out the rest of that quarter and then this second quarter to take a 3-point lead at the half, 25-22. So that means that the Highlanders outscore the Patriots 23-9 over the final 15 minutes, and no, my math's not right there. 11 minutes and 28 seconds of the first half. 23-9 outscored the Patriots in the final 11 minutes, 28 seconds of the half.
You good?
Trying to do math. Math on the fly for me is not good. It's not a good look for me. But what a way to close out that half if you're Huntington.
Yeah, in large part, you got to give a lot of credit to Lala Sloan. I mean, she was just on an absolute tear there in the second quarter, just in regards to her productivity.
14 points in the first half, 10 of them, there in the second quarter.
Yeah, 3 of 6 from the floor in the second quarter, 1 of 1 from long distance, a perfect 3 of 3 from 3, and then she had a steal there at the end. So she's been playing well. I've been very impressed with the way Lala Sloan has responded in the second quarter compared to what she did in the first.
Well, in that first quarter, you could tell the Patriots really sped the Highlanders up there with that full court pressure defense, forced them into a couple of early turnovers, and that's partly how the Patriots took that 9-point lead to start the game off about halfway through it. But credit Huntington High and their head coach, Lonnie Lucas, for getting things corrected there after that halfway point of the first quarter, and were able to pull out and take a 3-point lead going into the locker room at the half. About 8 minutes here in the halftime break. Taking a look at some of the Highlander players as well as some of the Parkersburg South boys basketball guys warming up here at halftime. As again, they will duke it out next in the second to last game of that one, of our games today. And then we'll close things out this evening at 8 o'clock, where Polka and Philip Barber will tip off the final game of our day today. As you take a look there at that schedule, again, Parkersburg South and Huntington boys at 6:30, so about an hour from now. And then at 8 o'clock, it'll be the Dots and the Colts duking it out in the boys' side of things to wrap up our contests today. We'll step aside for a break. Then when we come back, we'll take a look at some more stats from the first half of this one between the Patriots and the Highlanders girls. That's all up after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HDMedia.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients.
Jennifer Garner, United States Senator Shelley Moore Capito, and Jim Justice. Former U.S. Senator Joe Manchin, Brad Smith, Gordon Gee, Nick Saban, Brad Paisley, Jim Tressel, and Roy Williams are among the many game changers who have lent their time and talents in support of an ambitious idea. The idea that together we can change the game on substance misuse and prevent drug use before it starts.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
The South Charleston Memorial Ice Arena, where the Valley goes to skate. Conveniently located at the shops of Trace Fork next to Target, the Memorial Ice Arena has everything you'll want for a day on the ice. Between public skating sessions, Totsicles, the Learn to Skate program, figure skating, adult and youth hockey leagues, and bumper cars, there is always something to do at the Memorial Ice Arena. Call 304-744-4423 for more information.
We're here to help you live well, and our new name reflects that. WellPoint.
This is how you crack, crunch, and flavor. Walk with me. For generations, Utz has been turning the family-owned recipes into snacks that really satisfy. And it's my job as Chief Crunch and Flavor Officer to maintain that track record. We don't take any shortcuts with the Treasure Family recipes and only choose the flavoriest ingredients because there's a saying around here.
Crunch and flavor over everything.
We see crunch a lot.
How's it looking, Keith?
Looking crunchy, boss.
Utz. My name is Gordon Gee, and I am a game changer.
I'm Brad Smith, president of Marshall University, and I am a game changer.
Okay. Back here at halftime of this one between Parkersburg South and Huntington. On the girls' side of things, take a look at the first half stats. The Patriots' shooting percentage is down below 25% at 24.1. Shooting at 29% from the three-point line. Made just 4 of their 10 free throws in the first half. Meanwhile, on the other side, for the Highlanders, 10 of 28 from the field, about 36%. Just 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. So essentially equal to Parkersburg South in that first half, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. The rebounding numbers just about 3 difference there. 23 to 20, the Patriots lead that one on the glass. And it's because of the offensive rebounds from Parkersburg South that they were able to get that lead of 11 points in the first quarter. Had 14 total offensive rebounds in the half, scored 14 second chance points off of those 14 offensive rebounds. Forced the Highlanders into a handful of turnovers to start, but then Huntington got a lot better of securing the basketball after those first 4 minutes, settled down, and then turned it on in the second half of the first quarter, and then the second quarter. Again, outscored Parkersburg South 23-9 over the final 11:28 of the first half of play. That's how they have this 3-point advantage at halftime, 25-22 over the Patriots. Again, right now you're seeing the boys' sides from both of these teams warming up at halftime as they will come out and will play one another up next. And again, as we mentioned before, it'll be Polka and Philip Barber closing out the week's worth of action here at West Virginia State University. Adam Rogers, Taylor Kennedy, happy to have you with us this afternoon and now into the evening part of your day, as the teams will clear the floor and the girls from both sides making their way back out of the locker room, ready to start half number 2. And we're here at the Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout presented by Game Changer. And remember, Taylor will have a full recap of this game for you later on this evening and in the print edition of your paper tomorrow. We'll also recap the boys game for you. That's, again, as we mentioned before, coming up after this one. Waiting on Parkersburg South to come back out of their locker room still. The Highlanders are back out on the court and are ready to go. We've had a lot of fun bringing you tons of basketball all week long. Our media center crew has been here for most of these games throughout this week. There's only been a handful at the beginning of the day that we have not broadcast this week. And after Tuesday's schedule change across the board, that changed a lot of the games as the winter weather across the Mountain State forced a lot of school closures, as the Patriots have now made their way back out of the locker room and are headed to their bench right now. So we should be resuming here in just a moment, as the teams will flip directions on the floor. So the Highlanders will go from left to right across your screen, the Patriots from right to left, and it will be Patriot basketball to start the third quarter of play. For the Patriots, it will be Owens, Singer, Richards, Shockey, and Yost, the same starting 5 that began the game. And the same starting 5 for the Highlanders as well. And Harris, Smith, Cunningham, Warren, and Sloan. Yost driving toward the basket on the right side of the lane. Shot off the mark, tracks her own miss down though, finds Shockey, she'll dish off for Owens. Pass nearly deflected, but controlled by Yost. Owens kicks out to Shockey, who thought about it for a second on the three-point try. Instead will kick out. Owens swings over to Yost, right wing. Now into the corner for Richards. They want to feed inside for Shockey, but unable to go inside there just yet. Nearly a minute elapsed in this opening quarter. First possession, or this opening third quarter. A few minutes of the third quarter, minute of the third quarter. Yeah. Turnover on the Patriots, and the Highlanders will have their first opportunity to extend this three-point lead out here in the third quarter. Three-pointer up and off the mark there for Alyssa Smith. Park South attacking the other way. Kick out for Richards. Floater from the free throw line, no good. Singer gets the offensive rebound though and will dribble out to the right corner. Feed inside the paint for Shockey, she'll dish off for Richards. She'll back out to Shockey. Jumper up too strong. Rebound grabbed by Smith.
I wish Shockey would have just went up with that. I mean, she had her defender beat. Just go up with the left hand.
Boren cut off, pass deflected, and then finally controlled by the Highlanders. Sloan, runner from the free throw line, is up and good. Lala Sloan, after having a great first half, 14 points, 10 of those in the second quarter alone, gets her first basket and the first basket of the third quarter. Five-point advantage now for the Highlanders, their largest lead of the game. Turnover there by Parkersburg South. Richards just throws it into their teammate's backside, and the Highlanders will come the other direction.
That's the 13th Parkersburg South turnover.
Which turnover numbers fairly even, 13-10, but the shooting has been Park South's biggest problem since that 13-2 start. Now shooting just 23% from the field. And a technical foul on the Highlanders. They're going to get number 1, May Harris, which is not good for the Highlanders because that's now her third personal foul. Just the team's first this quarter, but that is now her third for the game. So she's going to take a seat on the bench.
Well, I don't think somebody checked in properly.
No, they didn't. They're just seems like they're just going to let it go. She should have stayed out on the court.
No, see, look. But here's the thing, though. So official Brian Holstein is told to go back over to the table because Harris just walked off.
Yeah.
And then it was almost like a hockey change almost. They just went in and out, boom.
Shockey does make both free throws. Cuts it to a 3-point lead, but it is Park South basketball after the technical foul. Turnover there by the Patriots. Sloan comes away with the steal, has a 2-on-1 advantage, gets to the basket, and will lay it in.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sloan continuing her great start to this game here in the third quarter.
South is just continuing to be really careless with the basketball. I mean, they're just throwing errant passes when nobody's there, or even not even looking for that matter. You got to be a lot wiser and a lot smarter whenever you do that, whenever you try and make a pass.
They missed Shockey down on the right block and now tried to feed back to her. Pass thrown a little too long. Fortunately, it's deflected by Boren out of bounds. 4:28 to go third quarter, 5-point Highlander lead. Swung over to Shockey, then right back to the block for Owens, and Owens gets the jumper from the block to fall. Highlanders nearly turn it over. Garrett able to gather it back. Crosses the midcourt line before 10 seconds. Cunningham, 3, too strong off the back of the rim. Sloan with an offensive rebound, but can't finish the second chance try. Yost with a 2-on-1 opportunity. She'll attack the basket, and it's deflected out of bounds off of Cunningham. So it'll stay with the Patriots. 4 minutes exactly left in the third quarter.
Yeah, I would have passed that up. I mean, if you're 2-on-1 in that scenario, yeah, you want to try and get the bucket. You want to try and initiate the contact, maybe get a foul. But in that scenario, if the defender is coming more towards you, you got to give that ball up, and it needs to be a lot sooner, more towards the free throw line. That way you're giving your teammate plenty of opportunity to go for the layup.
South gets it in. Richards will drive toward the baseline. Jumper is too strong. Misses gathered by the Highlanders, and Garrett will push now for Huntington. Swung over to Cunningham. She'll pull back out near midcourt and set the offense up for the Highlanders. Sloan dishes over for Smith. Three-pointer off the mark. Yost will grab the rebound and push up the floor for Parkersburg South. Dishes off for Singer. Back out for Yost. Ball tapped away, and it'll be last touched by by Cunningham out of bounds, so it'll stay with Parkersburg South. They'll inbound in front of their own bench.
Attack, you got to attack. You got to attack.
Yost just throws up a shot, but fortunately for her, an offensive rebound there for Macy Singer, and then a foul called on the shot attempt. Correction, they're going to call that on the floor. That is the second team foul on the Highlanders. And that will be the second on Samaya Cunningham. Head coach Lonnie Lucas going to call a 30-second timeout for the Highlanders. We'll step aside with this short break. Be right back after this on High School Game Day.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
3:22 to go, third quarter. Adam Rogers, Taylor Kennedy, happy to have you with us on our Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout, presented by Game Changer on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HDMedia.
Have you had one of those pepperoni rolls from Rogers and Maz's?
Not yet today, but I have had one. They are pretty delicious.
The spicy one I literally just had before we started the second half. Phenomenal. That was really good.
Highlanders push the tempo after the missed shot. Smith doesn't draw any contact or a foul there, and on the turnover, the Patriots attack the other way. Now a foul called, and this one an offensive one against Macy Singer.
By the way, my pepperoni roll was warmed up, by the way. Just in case if you were concerned or worried or...
I would hope so. There's an awful lot of bread to wolf down there in a short time.
It actually helped.
That is the first on Singer, first on the team for the Patriots in this third quarter. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter of action.
It's too easy.
Garrett gets all the way to the basket. Nobody even steps up to stop her. She's got her second field goal. That'll push the lead for the Highlanders back up to 5. 31-26, Sloan with a steal. Sloan slices through the defense, gets to the basket, but can't finish. Layup, rattles around and out. Singer, 3-on-2, kicks into the corner. Richards, three-pointer up, no good. Ball tipped around and controlled by Shockey. Her shot's blocked back out, though. Owens, spot up three, it's good. Emily Owens with her fourth three-pointer of the day. That'll make it a 2-point deficit for the Patriots. A near turnover for the Highlanders. Smith able to gather it back somehow after her and Singer nearly collide with one another. Garrett kicks into the corner. Cunningham spots up three-pointer, left it short. Garrett grabs the offensive rebound, but then has it ripped away from her by Macy Singer. Singer quickly up the floor to Shockey. She doesn't have numbers, but she's going to attack anyway, and she loses it out of her hands and into the hands of Warren.
Are you a stick or a sliced pepperoni guy in your pepperoni roll?
Slice. Spreads out.
I like your thought
You always
process.
ask the weirdest questions when we get on these broadcasts.
Well, I like to provide some entertainment, you know? Like, obviously, people want to watch basketball, but, like, at the same time, I'm just a man of the people. I'm just trying to give content to the people that, you know, people are probably wondering, like, what's Adam Rogers' favorite, you know, candy? Obviously, it's probably peanut M&Ms.
Well, if they had it here, it would be Nerds Gummy Clusters.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say?
Nerds Gummy Clusters.
Okay, never mind. I take it back. Fantastic snack.
MVP candy. Back and forth action in this third quarter. Highlanders nearly turn it over. Emily Owens will deflect it out of bounds for the Patriots. So Huntington will inbound along the near sideline just to the left of our broadcast location.
People probably listening or watching this broadcast are probably thinking, are these guys okay? Like, honestly, I wonder how many people out there watching this are probably thinking, why is he asking this? And they're like, it's a valid question.
3-on-1 for the Patriots. Feed down into Shockey. Shockey finishes there off the left side of the glass and in. That's her first field goal from inside the three-point line. Ball deflected out of bounds off of Shockey there. She's providing pressure on the ball. Shockey in the game has 9 points, but 6 of those 9 points have come from beyond the three-point line. Patriot basketball now after the Highlander turnover. Tie game at 31 all. So that should actually be 11 points now for Shockey, with 6 of them coming at the free throw line. After that, her second made field goal. She gets it now on the left wing. Feeds down inside for Yost. Back out to the free throw line to Richards. She attacks the basket and finishes off the right side. That'll put Parkersburg South back on top by 2 now. Their first lead since it was 20-19 with about 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Patriot basketball. Inbound across court into the right corner for Richards. Richards will kick to Owens. She'll drive baseline, trying to dish off for Singer. Singer lost it for a second, regathered it. Her floater won't go. Shockey grabs another offensive rebound. She's got 10 rebounds now. She's got a double-double to go along with her 11 points. Ball was loose on the floor. She got it back. Owens dishes off for Singer. And the Patriots going to be unable to get a shot off before the end of the third quarter. After 3, the Patriots take back a 2-point lead after outscoring the Highlanders 11-6 there in the third quarter. It's now 33-31. Parkersburg South leads Huntington. We'll step aside for a break and then be back with the fourth quarter right after this on High School Game Day.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
The West Virginia Adult Education Center has free resources to help you get your GED, learn new job skills, earn workplace certifications, and learn English as a second language. No matter where you're starting from, we're here to help. With locations all across the state, changing your life has never been easier. Learn, train, succeed, and earn more money today by visiting our website at freegedwv.com.
Fourth quarter of action about to get underway between the Parkersburg South Patriots and the Huntington Highlanders. Our girls basketball matchup. The boys side from both of these teams will meet next. The second to last game of this Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout. Presented by Game Changer here at West Virginia State University. And we are underway for the final quarter of play. 2-point lead for the Patriots. We start at the final 8 minutes. They led by as many as 9 in the first quarter. Led by as many as 11 in the first quarter, 13-2. About 3.5 minutes to go in that first quarter. But then have allowed the Highlanders to stay in this one. Cunningham fighting for a loose ball there, gets it to Sloan. Sloan will push it now up the break for the Highlanders. She is blocked on the way to the basket. It'll go out of bounds, last touch by Parkersburg South, so it'll stay with the Highlanders. A couple of good games in a row here in this final day of the shootout. Cunningham's 3 is up and good. She's got 7 points in the contest now, and that'll put the Highlanders back on top by 1, 34-33.
Yeah, it started with that game I had a couple of hours ago between Ripley and Buchanan Upshur. What a great game that was. Buchanan Upshur got the lead in the latter portion of the fourth quarter, and then ultimately Ripley just closed it out big, and big justice to Blake Justice. I mean, his and one got me fired up.
Shockey's jumper there at the free throw line was good. Ball deflected by the Highlanders out of bounds. It'll go to the Patriots. Really go back a game before that, and you had Ritchie County and Cameron. The Rebels led big in that one, but then Cameron tried to cut the deficit down and try to come back and rally to win, but came up just 4 points shy of that comeback and fall 51-47. Wasn't a game for about 90% of it, and then got good there late as the Dragons rallied to only lose by 4.
Then the South Charleston game from just a couple of just an hour or so ago.
Boyd County ended up being an 8-point finisher, but was a good game throughout between the Black Eagles and Lions. And now we find ourselves in another great game here.
What a tough take.
Yeah, good there for Owens.
And got hit in the face.
She's got 16 points now in the contest. That'll push the South lead back up to 3. Cunningham pushing it up the floor is going to be impeded on her way up. That'll be a foul on Singer. First foul in the quarter by either side. Second foul for Singer. Osborne will inbound for the Highlanders. She'll throw it back to Cunningham, and we'll start things once again here in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes gone in this final quarter of action. Lob to Sloan at the top of the key. Almost turned over, and then finally is turned over. Harris loses it on the way to the basket. Yost swings to the high post for Shockey. Turnaround jumper up and good. Reagan Shockey hits that turnaround jump shot. The second one of those she's hit here in the last couple of minutes.
You're starting to see that Parkersburg South pressure really wear and tear on this Huntington team.
Harris gets the runner to go off the glass and in as she carved her way through the defense there in the paint. Back to a 3-point lead for South. Owens tosses it over to May Harris, and she'll bring it up for Huntington. Now Harris left wide open on the wing. 3-pointer too strong off the top of the backboard and off of the supports there for the shot clock up above the basket. So that goes out of bounds, and it'll send it to the Patriots coming the other direction. Huntington showing a little bit of pressure here. We'll pick them up at half court. Singer with the ball in her hands. Driving down the left side, gets inside the lane, is blocked by Boren. Highlanders a chance to tie it up here or cut the deficit to just 1. Sloan driving, jump stop in front of the free throw line. Won't fall, but gets her own miss. Lob pass for Cunningham deflected, and Sloan comes back to it and gets it. Sloan gets to the basket, flips it up and in. Lala Sloan trying to will the Highlanders to this one. She's got 20 points now in the contest on 8 of 15 shooting.
The only double-figure scorer for Huntington.
The only player close to double-figure outside of her is Cunningham, and she's 3 off of that. She has just 7. Yost attacks the basket, works her way from the right side of the floor, goes all the way around the top of the paint, dives down the left side and lays it up and in. Turnover after that by the Highlanders in front of their own bench on a long pass up the floor, and a timeout coming here for head coach Lonnie Lucas. 3:51 to go in this final quarter of action. They'll step aside for a full timeout. We'll take this break with the break in the action. Back with more right after this on the High School Game Day.
We're here to help you live well, and our new name reflects that. WellPoint.
This HDmedia production of West Virginia High School basketball is brought to you by Utz, the American snack brand crafted with care for more than 100 years. Game Changer, designed to educate, support, and empower our youth. The Charleston Gazette-Mail, with digital subscriptions beginning at just $9.99 for 3 months. And by Full Court Press, your weekly WVU basketball radio show. Check your local listings for times or visit pressvirginia.com.
Less than 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Patriots and the Highlanders in a 3-point game. Take a look at some of the numbers in this contest so far. Highlanders shooting about 5% better from the field, but the Patriots have made 2 more threes in this one, and one of those threes is the reason why they're leading right now, 41-38. Yost gets to the basket and is going to be fouled on the way there. First foul on the Highlanders as a team this fourth quarter. That is the 4th foul on May Harris. Yost free throw, no good on the first. One more on the way for the senior. Second shot rattles around and out. Still a 3-point Patriot lead. 41-38, Highlanders trail, but with the basketball. And, well, they had the basketball for a moment. They turn it over as Smith is unable to hang on to the pass in the right corner. Both of these teams looking to get back on track after a loss their last time out. Parkersburg South, last time out was a loss against Wayne.
That Wayne team's pretty good.
That's what I've heard. It's a very good Lady Pioneer team in the works down there in Wayne.
That AAA field is loaded on the girls' side. Them, Nitro, Greenbrier East. So
Tough shot there for Emily Owen. We'll check that from Taylor Richards.
Throw in East Fairmont into the mix as well. I mean, there's a lot of good teams in that Class AAA girls field.
Making it to Charleston is going to be a tough challenge. It's always a tough challenge no matter what classification year is, but that girls AAA is tough. Sloan gets the runner to go.
But I might give you, I'll give you the toughest region. It's the region with Parkersburg South, Parkersburg, Huntington.
4, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Class
4A, Region 4, yeah.
Yes. You got these two teams, Parkersburg, Spring Valley, who picked up a big win last night against Hurricane. Hurricanes had a really impressive season to this point as well. That might be one of the toughest regions in all of girls basketball this season.
Highlander basketball trailing by 3. Just over 2 minutes to go. Cunningham steps into a 3. Too much on it. Bourne with the offensive rebound. Can't finish on the follow-through, but she will head to the free throw line. She'll have a chance to cut the deficit to just 1 point here. She can knock down both free throws. Fouls on Emily Owens, her second. Free throw rattles around and out. It's her first trip to the line this afternoon into the evening now, and she misses both. Ball on the floor. Last touched by Harris, so it will go to the Patriots with 2:05 to go. Joyce will check in to replace Singer for Parkersburg South.
You got to get a stop here. You got to get a stop and then a bucket if you're Huntington.
2 minutes to go. Yost bringing it up, gets all the way to the basket, but can't finish on the lay-in. But yet another offensive rebound for Shockey, but after that, she throws it into the Patriot bench.
She's got 12 rebounds, 10 of which are from the offensive glass. You can't coach that. That's just heart hustle, and effort.
Smith back out to Cunningham. She'll spot up for a deep three. It'll roll in and out. Rebound tipped around and controlled by Joyce. Nearly turned over. A jump ball as Smith, or excuse me, I thought they were going to call a jump ball. They're actually going to get Smith on a reach-in. That is Smith's second foul. The team's second as well this quarter. Minute 33 to go now in the fourth quarter. 3-point ball game here in this matchup of Quad A Region 4 opponents.
I mentioned how Class 4A Region 4 is the toughest region. This game is very important just in regards to seeding.
Yeah, that new regional tournament format with 2 brackets. You want to be one of the top 2 teams because then you just have to win 1 game to get into the state tournament, essentially, depending on how many teams are in your region tournament.
Yeah, this is going to determine who's going to have to go on the. I mean, both teams are going to go on the road. Because I think if I had to play it right now, because I think voting is next week, if I'm not mistaken. You have, I think Spring Valley's your 1, Hurricanes your 2, Parkersburg's your 3. Whoever wins this game is 4 or 5, and obviously you have Capital in the mix as well. So I mean, there's that's a loaded.
Well, let's talk about
region.
Capital too. We haven't seen the Lady Cougars here this week, but a much improved Capital girls basketball team from last season to this year. Olivia Woody has done a great job there with that Capital girls basketball program.
Don't disagree with you at all, and also just to clarify, the voting occurs amongst coaches. Let's make sure that the audience is aware of that.
It's not media, it's not fans, it's
exactly.
coaches within the region determine that regional seeding.
Which I've heard mixed opinions on that, but that's neither here nor there.
Couple of fouls here by the Highlanders. The Patriots will now head to the free throw line.
Cabell Midland's also in that region. I apologize to the night sports programs, but yeah, Cabell Midland's also sneaky good too. If you look at it, again, I mentioned Spring Valley and Hurricane are your top 2. Parkersburg's probably your 3. But then outside of that, it's anybody's game. That's why this game is so important, and you're starting to see that intensity get picked up more so now that we've entered under a minute.
Shockey, first free throw is good. One more on the way. Second one good as well. She's 8 of 10 from the free throw line today. As a timeout for Parkersburg South comes as they take a 5-point lead with 37.1 seconds to go. And this Snyder's of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout presented by Game Changer. We're back right after this with more.
Impact, discovery, inspiration, innovation, opportunity. For more than 130 years, West Virginia State University has stood as a pathway to prosperity for thousands of students. At State, you study in cutting-edge programs, learn from award-winning faculty in small class settings. No matter where you want to go or what you want to do, it starts at State.
Back here at West Virginia State University. A little more than 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. It's a 5-point ball game between Huntington and Parkersburg South. Patriots with the lead over the Highlanders in this girls basketball contest. Take a look at some of those numbers. The rebounding advantage for Park South now at plus 15. 44-29, the rebounding margin there. But the Patriots haven't been able to use that to their advantage enough. Just a 5-point lead in this one. Especially considering 24 of those rebounds have come on the offensive glass. Sloan gets to the basket and is fouled on the way there.
I like that decision to go towards the basket and try and get a quick 2. And then just make Parkersburg South make their free throws. That's a smart move.
So that is going to go against Joyce, her first. team's third for the Patriots. Sloan hits the first. That ends a 2+ minute scoring drought for the Highlanders after they had taken a lead back at the beginning of this quarter. Got up by 1, 34-33, but then have continued to trade baskets with the Patriots. Sloan misses the second, but an offensive turnover by the Patriots. Give it up to Cunningham, and then Cunningham is fouled on her shot attempt. That is the 4th on the team, the second on Joyce. And Cunningham at the line to shoot a pair. She is 0 for 2, though, so far in this game. She's off the mark on that one.
Got to make this next one. Make it a 3-point game.
24.1 seconds left. Cunningham, one more free throw. 4-point lead for the Patriots. Second one rolls around and finally falls for Cunningham. Page is trying to pass it out of this full court pressure.
Don't foul, not yet.
Shockey is now fouled right in front of the Highlander bench. And that's the person you didn't want to foul on the floor right now for the Patriots. She's been there 10 times today, far and away the most of anybody in the game for either side. But nobody else on her team has been there more than twice today.
Well, if you mean go even deeper than that, I mean, this will be, if anything were to happen, this would be her 11th and 12th free throws. That would be more than what Huntington has shot in the game.
There's shot number 11. It's pure and through the cylinder. And she's now 9 of 11. She's made 4 more than the entire Highlanders team has attempted on the same number of shots. Second one up and good as well. Make her now 10 of 12 from the free throw line. Timeout for the Patriots. We'll keep things here with 15.3 seconds to go. And Parkersburg South on top by 5. And it's the final day of our Snyder of Berlin Utz Snacks Shootout, presented by Game Changer. Adam Rogers, our Media Center crew, happy to have you with us. Taylor Kennedy with us today.
Why'd you say it like that?
Well, because you weren't here all week on the headset.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was
here with us today on the broadcast.
I was here in spirit.
Well, you're always in spirit, wherever you go.
I am.
And we'll be on the call for our next one. These two teams will run it back on the boys' side of things coming up next. You see there the Park South boys team just waiting on the edge of the court to come out on the floor. Opposite corner there, you see the Highlanders waiting to come out on the court as well. That one should be a pretty good game as we have just 2 games left on our schedule today. The Highlanders started off slow this year from the boys' side. Lost their first 7, then hit a 6-game win streak, and then now on the midst of a 2-game losing streak, trying to right things this evening against the Parkersburg South boys. Cunningham breaks that full court pressure, going to get all the way to the basket. Left the layup short. Sloan grabs the miss. Second chance shot won't fall either. Ball tied up with underneath. Jump ball will stay on this end of the floor. Highlanders not out just yet. 3.7 seconds. Cunningham spots up 3, left it short. Harris grabbed the miss, but wouldn't get a shot off in time, and that ends this matchup between Parkersburg South and Huntington and girls basketball action, with the Patriots coming away with a 47-42 win. As we take another look at the stats there, in the rebounding margin, well in favor of the Patriots, but because of their sloppy shooting there in the second half, the Highlanders are able to come back and make this one a ball game. It also helped the Highlanders. They forced the Patriots into 6 more turnovers. They got 19 points off of 22 turnovers, 16 and 16 for the Patriots. But a hard-fought battle in that one, a big regional game for those two teams. Now their boys teams will get ready to duke it out here in about 10 minutes. We'll step aside for a break, and when we come back, we'll get you ready for the boys action between Huntington and Parkersburg South right up after this on High School Game Day.